Following an 0-4 start to the season, changes have to be made. We started at the end of last episode signing veteran quarterback Matt Ryan. Further changes will occur. But welcome back to the Commanders Replacement Squad series, where indeed we are going to start off with making a couple changes to the roster. I took a look at all free agents, players on practice squads, and there's two players I would like to add to this team. The first is wide receiver Justin Ross from Clemson. He's a 70 overall. That is as high of a player as we could possibly sign. Plus, he's 23 years old. Now, we've seen growth from our receiving core this year with guys like Manny Fox, the undrafted rookie. We also brought in a few guys who've made some plays. Bo Melton has been okay for us. We also have a young, again, another undrafted rookie receiver in Jesus Baca we would like to have a little bit of a look at. But Justin Ross, at a 70 overall, with our coaching, does go up to a 71. But since he is an actual true 70, that counts. It counts. My only concern with Justin Ross is that he only has 85 speed and acceleration, so he's not going to be a burner. But he'll come in with the best release on the team. Actually, Jesus Baca might be a 79, so he's either going to be 1 or 2. But he will come in as the best route runner across the board for this team. I think our best deep route runner is like a 70, so already well above the average for the team. Hopefully, he'll bring in a big impact. So we will be signing him from the Chiefs practice squad. He's also a very fitting player for the replacement squad series, as while he was at Clemson, I want to say he tore his ACL or he had some big injury that really tanked his draft stock. And being a replacement squad here, giving him a chance to show what he can do is very fitting. Now, the other move I want to make is for an offensive lineman, not on a practice squad, but just an overall free agent, and that is going to be at left tackle James Hurst. I don't plan on playing him at left tackle, though. So how he fits in, he's 31 years old, obviously not on any roster, no one's tried to bring him in, and at 70 overall, again, highest we could sign. This is kind of like a last hurrah kind of a thing. So James Hurst, we will be bringing in. He'll be, without a doubt, the best pass blocker on this team, which has been a massive struggle throughout the entire series, year one as well. Now, run block is a little bit low, but the guy he will be replacing, it's basically just a lateral move, while also being a massive improvement in the pass blocking game. So we'll bring in James Hurst. Now, already at left tackle, we have Chuma Edoga, and he will be staying our starter there. We're actually going to move Hurst down to left guard, where we brought back Wes Martin from last season, and he was a solid guy for us last year, but he's not that great. Pass blocking is a 63. He's our weakest link on the offensive line. Run block, though, like I said, very lateral move. He has 69 run block, same as Hurst, with power 74 and then 68 finesse move. So a very lateral movement with the change, but I expect a dramatic boost for the pass blocking game. So we're just going to move Hurst to left guard. Now that does leave us 2 players over the 53 that we're allowed. So we'll be making another cut at the receiver core, and that will be Justin Watson. He's 28 years old. He's not going to improve that much. So we're going to stick with the younger guys, try to let them develop as much as possible. So unfortunately, Watson, who really only was able to play in 1 game for us, he's gone. And for our last move, we will be getting rid of Kemoko Turay. He really just doesn't have a way to get out on the field. He's also one of our older left ends, and we have a lot of them. So we'll be able to cut them down a little bit, still have plenty of options, but get us down to the 53 that we need. And in today's episode, we will be taking on the Denver Broncos. They have an 80 overall offense, 85 defense for an 82 overall team. We still have yet to break a 70 mark on any of our offense, defense, or just overall. Now, I was hoping they weren't going to be great in the rushing defense, because that is what I want to focus on with this team moving forward. We have Borghi, we have Turbin, but we also have another rookie that I would like to have at least a better look at. So that's the plan in this episode. Focus on the running game. We're still going to pass the ball. We just signed Ross as well as the best pass blocker on the team, so there'll still be pass plays that we're going to run for sure. But the main threat I want to have for us moving forward is the rushing game. So let's jump into this Denver game and hopefully come away with our first win of the season. And we'll be kicking off week 5 here with defense headed out as long as nothing crazy happens here on the kick, which it doesn't. They'll take a knee starting at the 25. And as well as some of just the overall roster changes, we have shaken up the actual starting guys a little bit. Oren Burks has been our best linebacker in this series so far, so he'll continue to get the start as a great play here. That's Judy, I believe, right? Yeah. But a heck of a play there as they get the first down, but we are shaking up some of the starting linebacker rotation. Cashman will be getting the start as one of the nickel linebackers. He's one of the starters as just in general for any of the base packages. We did have, I want to say it was Kaiser that was out there. As we do get bailed out with the holding call, but it wasn't Kaiser. It was Traven Howard was one of our starting sub linebackers. So we're going to switch out and we're going to go with, nice hit there from Kaiser though. We're going to go with Cashman as he does have a lot better block shedding. So should help us out with the run game in the nickel because that has been a bit of a struggle. The defensive line sticking the same, not making any big changes there or in the secondary as that one is not going to get broken up by 43 Cashman. Instead, it's actually caught by Tim Patrick. Heck of a grab. As they'll come out here with basically a goal line set. Let's slide the D-line to the left-hand side. Try to help us fill the gaps, which were close. And they give it to us. 4th and inches, a little home field advantage. And continuing on with the roster shakeup, we are switching to a dual quarterback system. So Cone technically getting the start here on play 1 as Borgie gets the power run to the left. We'll get 7 out of it. Again, trying to focus more on the running game, so we should see all 3 running backs today. But as for the quarterbacks, it's basically going to work just as how running backs work. How you have your power back, your more every down back, and then you have your receiving back. When we're in more of the base packages, single back sets, strong, weak eye formations, we'll see Cone. When we drop to a shotgun, then we'll bring out Huntley. We'll have a pass here, gonna loft this one out to the tight end with not the grab. Great play there from 28 Rapp. Thought that was a pretty decent pass there from Cone, but he heads to the sideline as Huntley comes out as we do come out in shotgun. So like I said, we'll kind of mix the guys around a little bit, try to put our best foot forward as we do get Huntley to the outside here. He breaks around the edge, but Surtain, great pursuit. Is it Surtain or is it Surtan? I feel like I've heard it 27 different ways. But also switching these quarterbacks will help out with Huntley's stamina. It's been an issue already this season, and I haven't even talked about the receiving groups today. Stoner not getting the start on the outside. Instead, Baca is getting the start on the opposite side of Justin Ross that we're going to look to go for here. No! Hesitation there from Cone. Instead will be a sack by Gregory. But at this point, the only thing that could happen is we lose a 5th straight game for the season. So we're going to go for it to start off here. A little bit of a rollout here from Huntley. Not much there. He's going to loft it up. He does have Oliver, but the pass thrown too far to the side will be a turnover on downs. Now, obviously, Oliver we haven't seen yet this year. He was injured in preseason. This is his first game back. He's taking over that second tight end spot, as we did have Brock Wright, who played at the job fairly decently, but apparently we cannot tackle Javonte Williams. The run game has already been a struggle for this defense, and going up against a power back like Williams will surely test us. As I go right back to him, Cashman will get this tackle, but it's a gain of 6. And on 2nd and 4, they'll come out shotgun. We come out double A gap. We're going to bring the blitz, see if we can get in Wilson's face, but no, they hand it off instead. Open running room for Williams, stretches for it, and is in for the first points of the game. This defense is looking like they're going to struggle massively today against Javonte. Well, let's see if our second drive here on offense goes any better. As we'll start with a run down the middle. Borgie will get some space. Another about 7-yard run on 1st down. He's consistent. And then we'll bring out Turbin in the I formation. 2 tight ends to the right-hand side here. Nice move from the right guard. Ended up pushing down the DT. Unfortunately, only about a 2-yard gain, as we do have 3rd and 1. Same formation. We'll give this one to Turbin once again, who's not going to get by the first defender. We had a lead blocker there, but great block shedding. But as I said earlier, and I did also forget to switch out Cone with Huntley in this formation, but as I was talking about earlier, worst case scenario, we're just 0-5. So we're going to go for it on a lot of these 4th downs if they're close. This time, Bodden comes through for us. And we've been running a lot of power looks, so let's spread out the defense here, try to help out Borgie as much as we can. We'll start with a run down the middle. We'll get about 4 out of it. Not too bad. And that run will also send us on into the 2nd quarter, where we're down 7-0. Again, focusing more on the run this game. So as we open up the 2nd quarter, we'll stick with the same formation here. We tried to pull a guard, but that did not work very well because the linebacker just sat in the gap. So on 3rd and 5 here, we'll come out with a 2-receiver set either side. Gonna run the slants, try to see if someone can break open. How about Manny Fox with a beautiful thrown pass there by Cone. Just lofted it in perfectly. We've only really seen Cone throw 2 times today, but both passes have been pretty good despite that being the first completion. As we hand this one off Borgie on the read option, we'll get down the middle, about again, another gain of 7. For such a low overall guy, I mean, he's about 66, 67 overall. Just really good. I'll hand it off to here, Borgie. We had the option to throw it out on the receiver screen, but they manned up really well. So Borgie will convert for us. And as we move closer down the field here, now inside the 30. Maybe see if we could get Campbell down the seam. We also have Fox going on a corner route. And they do give us the inside, but they have the safety over the top, who's really helping protect. We'll roll out and throw out with Huntley. So every now and then, got to try to take one of those deep shots, help back up this front 7 of the Denver Broncos. As we go with the run, try to get the stretch to the outside. Borgie gets a little bit of that corner. We'll get 6 out of it. And it looks like they're bringing down the safety here. So let's check out of the pass play we were going to run. We'll go with a run play to the left-hand side here. See if we could get the edge. Enough space there. Borgie with another first down inside the 15. And another new player alert. At running back, number 23, Hales. He is a rookie. First time seeing him out there will be a short gain. Really good play again from 56. I think what we'll kind of stick with is in the I formations, we're going to have Turbin at running back. And then in the other ones, we'll split from the other 2 as Campbell is into the end zone. Talking about rookies. Gets another touchdown on his young season. And I know last year we had several people commenting down below, Cone needs to start, Cone needs to start. And when he did, he really helped this team kind of take off in the 2nd half. So leave a comment down below if you're a Cone fan. Glad that he's back in the starting quarterback rotation, I guess you could say. It's almost kind of like baseball, how you have the rotation of starting pitchers. I feel like that's kind of what we have here with our quarterbacks. As a pass to the outside here, chopping out the legs is J.R. Reed, but we do still give up the first. And one thing we might need to do in this game, as whenever we go to the nickel, we have Dillard as our rush end. He does not have any sort of run block or run stopping ability, as we're obviously struggling with that today. So potentially we might need to sub him out and go with Zuniga, one of our backup edge guys who does have some run stopping ability, as Cashman with the blitz right down the middle. That slight hesitation at the beginning allowed the offensive line to pick up their initial blocks and left a perfect gap for that sack. So yeah, as the game goes along, we might test that out with Dillard, maybe subbing him out in this game, since they have such a strong rushing attack with Javonte Williams, as there is a wide open receiver to the outside. That would be Johnson, who comes in at the outside corner as we hit the 2-minute warning here. But like I was saying, that is Johnson who comes in as the outside corner whenever we drop to nickel. Amadi, who is normally an outside corner, he goes to nickel, or the nickel corner, as he has not the best press coverage. However, he's also the only other player besides Shaka Toney who has a dev trait higher than a normal. So he's been pretty solid for us. I want to say it was last week or maybe the week before where he got that dev boost. Nice play there by Artie Burns. Knocks that away. Have to thank Wilson there a little bit because that pass was underthrown. Put that ball about a yard maybe just 2 yards further downfield. That's a touchdown as there's a sack for Dillard, catching Russell Wilson on the scramble. So he's had a few of those this season. He has promise as a an edge rusher, as on 3rd and 11, we give up about a 15-yard rush. So this team still dramatically missing someone on the inside to help stuff the run. We have a really young guy at DT with some real progress as Amadi comes on the corner blitz and hits home. Great play there from our star corner. Like I was trying to say, we have a young guy at DT who potentially we could bring in. He's just a very low overall, as Wilson's will scramble here. We'll get 13 out of it, making it 3rd and short. So potentially we might see a young guy with a lower overall come in at DT. Maybe he could help us out, as they're going to find Cortland Sutton here with the first down inside the 5. Calling, I think, their last time out. They might have one more. But no, I was correct originally. Last time out they're called. Defense, you just got to keep them out of the end zone here. A sack here for Shaka Toney would have definitely done it. But Wilson scrambles and throws away. They will say receivers in the area. Argue for some intentional grounding there. Personally, not a big fan of for throwing the ball away. Kind of takes away all the good the defense does, as they're going to find Judy in the back of the end zone. But Judy will not find that last foot down in bounds. So they'll send out the field goal unit here. 5 seconds left before half. They will take a lead. 10-7 as we head on through for a little game update. Or apparently not, because I accidentally skipped it. So we're just going to jump right on into the second half here today. Dylan will return. He's also getting his first start as the kick returner. Solid. I mean, started from the back of the end zone. I mean, he technically returned at 34 yards. Just we start at the 24. And with Borgie's icon a little bit of a lighter shade of blue, we'll start the second half with Hales back here. See if we can get a better look at what he has to offer. Save Borgie for the 4th quarter. Said he has very similar ratings to honestly both Borgie and Turbin, so I expect that he could perform pretty well for us. He has a lead block here. We'll get the first down, his first run of anything larger than about 3 yards. And as I say, save Borgie for the 4th quarter. We'll still play him a little bit in the 3rd. Keep his legs warmed up here as we go with some read option. See if we can get the edge here, just hand it off, and we will hand it off for nothing. Luckily for Borgie, though, that doesn't really affect his average yards per play, as we do have a nice route there by Manny Fox, who actually brings it in. No, apparently doesn't. Either way, though, we're going to shout out Cone, because he dropped that pass in really nicely. But he will head off the field here as Huntley comes in on 3rd, as we're going to have to roll out here. And we'll take the gap given up here by the cover man, number 56, who's been pretty good in the run game. Gives it up in the passing game, or scramble game, I guess would be a better fit. But I think that'll primarily be how we use Huntley from here on out. Similarly to how we used Tyree Jackson last year, as we try to get down the middle here. Hales will get 2. So I would say off the start, not seeing anything majorly impressive with Hales, because similar runs I've seen from Borgie go for a lot more. As Cone's going to look to scramble here, sliding down at about the first down, but they call us shy. So we'll bring out the I formation, Turbin's formation. We're going to have the fullback back there, 2 tight ends to the right. Go down the middle here, and we'll squeak out the first down, but a flag comes in. And unfortunately, that one's going to be on center. Billy Price will back us up here, 3rd and 9. We will go with a pass. Huntley has checked in. Going to have a wide open receiver. Fox across the middle, and Huntley overthrew it. 4th and 9. But of course, we're going for it here. Bunch to the right. Ross alone to the left-hand side will be going on an out route, which he gets the break and gets the catch. Defender missed on the swat. First catch there from Ross is in a clutch situation. Again, Ross really doesn't have the downfield speed, but he has the best route running and the best release on the team. So hopefully that'll help us out, as we do have one of our tight ends. No, that's another new guy we're getting a look at today. A late addition, might have even been a undrafted receiver in Dylan. Like I said, we're changes to the roster. We're getting a look at as many different impact players as possible, as there's some great blocking. Borgie is in. Barely breaks the plane, plowing through the defenders. He did not have a lot of touchdowns last year. He deserves more this year. Now we just need our defense to come through here for us. Will be a run to the left-hand side. Nice tackle there by Oren Burks. Be only a gain of 1. And I'm pretty sure that is the shortest run Javonte Williams has had today. As they come out here with a bunch to the right-hand side, gonna motion over, I think that was Sutton. They go right back to Williams and a bunch more space. First down gained. Williams is averaging about 8 yards a rush. So we are gonna make that change in the nickel. Zuniga is gonna come out as our rush right end, who just has a little bit more block shedding ability. As that pass slightly thrown too far behind Sutton, knocked away. Second and 10, they come out tight formation here, which is going to allow us to bring Amadi off the edge. He did have a sack earlier in the game as they go with a run down the middle, but Amadi comes in to slow down Williams, preventing a first down. Now 3rd and 2, we're betting on this being a run as we come out in the 46 defense against a 3-receiver set, and that's exactly where they go, and I for sure just got sucked into a block with Kaiser, who had a wide open gap running right at Williams. I guess Madden didn't like it. And we've seen a lot of Madden not liking things in this series, with the Bills game being just interception and one-on-one coverage back to back to back. In the next game, forced player lock on defense. It's been entertaining for sure as Sutton down the sideline. Nice play call there to beat the cover 2. Honestly, this game could just come down to whatever offense is out there last. Because right now, neither of these defenses making huge plays as Kaiser, as I say it, makes the best play in the run game we've had today. Williams only needs 3 more yards to be over the 100-yard mark, and he's only had 13 carries as Sutton. Just a great route there. Nice throw from Wilson as well. Put it on the money. And they now find themselves down to the 2 as time is expiring here in the 3rd. Do they snap the ball or send it into the 4th? They will send it on into the 4th, where we will start with hopefully a great stand by our defense. And it's basically both teams coming out with the same exact look as what they were just running. Goal line set, we stack our guys up down the middle, and Williams still powers through despite us having about 3 guys on him in the backfield. Heck of a running back. So once again, we find ourselves down in this game, 17-14. We only need a field goal to tie. A touchdown takes the lead as Hales has a little bit of some space there. Gain of 5 on first. And since we obviously don't have the same amount of talent other teams have, we have to be tactical. So, 2 clock is already on, despite us actually being the ones with the least amount of points in this game. 3rd and 2 was going to potentially go with a rollout pass, but they have a guy extra on the edge, so we'll just stick with the run game. Hales with the nice block that might have been holding. So instead of a first down run, holding on Campbell backs us up for 3rd and 12. Hard count, no one jumps. We're going to get the outside release again by Ross. Yes, we do with a catch. First down once again. Well, let's bring Borgie back out here in this pistol strong formation. This is pretty much where he runs the most. And unfortunately, this time will be a loss of 1. Jewel in the backfield. Now 2nd and 11. A better look at the edge this time. We will go with the rollout. Cone. What can we find? How about Campbell? A much better throw than what we've seen from Huntley on that same exact play. As we do go into the hurry up here, try to catch them off guard. We will just hand it off to Borgie. See what we can find. Our own offensive lineman pretty much will be a gain of 2. So they've been stuffing the middle here the last few plays. So let's go wide here. Again, that trips look to the left. Turbin checks in at running back. Try to find some space and we'll roll over the defender for the first down. Again, trying to just methodically move the ball downfield, but occasionally we will take a shot deep, and that's what we're going to look to do here. We have a one-on-one to the outside. Huntley tosses it up late. Can Fox get the grab? No. Good coverage there by the DB. Rapp comes over to clean it up. So we come back to the pistol look here as they stack the box. Borgie not able to sprint away there from 49, but about half the deficit, about half the yards needed here on 3rd and 5. We'll go with a 4-receiver look to either side. Manny Fox again will switch that up to the zig route. Doesn't quite get open. Cone trying to roll out, does have Fox open this time, shy of the first down. 4th and 3. Do you go for the tie or do you try to get the first down? As we've mentioned prior, we're 0-4. What really is the big difference between 0-5 versus 1-4? So we're going to go for it here. Try to see if we can find someone open. Cone going to scramble. Try to use the block here. We'll get the first down. We'll get away from run guy and we'll sprint to the sideline. A heck of a run there by Cone. He's not our running quarterback, but he can do it. And on a play that we very much needed a first down, Cone yet again comes up clutch as Borgie gets a run to the left-hand side, pushes us down to the 2 for 2nd and inches. Looking to take the lead here, or at least get the first down on this play. See what kind of push we could get. Again, that right side just destroyed that D-line, pushing him down. Unfortunately, Borgie about half a yard outside of the end zone. But honestly, that ball looks like it's on the plane. How is that not a touchdown? Well, we'll try to get it here on 2nd down. Not actually 2nd down, 1st and goal, because we got the first previously. Stuffed at the goal line once again, which is fine by me. Let this clock tick down. Don't leave the Broncos with any time left on offense, as Borgie, for the 3rd time, stretches and is in. His 2nd touchdown of the day gives us a lead with 42 seconds on the clock. Now, all we need is our defense to come through for us. 42 seconds left on the clock. We just need to keep them out of the end zone. They dumped this one off Williams with a quick tackle there by Burks, only a gain of 3. They do have all 3 timeouts now, 2 timeouts, as we sit around 20 seconds left. And with the presumption of them passing the ball here, we've brought out Dillard because he does have the better of the actual pass rush moves. So we'll see if he can find the quarterback here as they go with yet another throw out to Williams. They know who their best guy is and who we struggle to tackle the most. They're trying to force the ball to him, but they might be forcing the ball to him a little bit too much. 3rd and 1, we will bring a blitz here, a man blitz, as they go across the middle, and another amazing grab. We've seen them have a couple this game, but that one, very impressive. Haven't been able to get to the quarterback yet today with Shaka Toney. The tackle he's been facing has really just been dominant. That one lofted up, and Artie Burns is going to call game with the interception. Can we tack on some more points? No, Russell Wilson does a great job securing that tackle, but we will be getting our first victory of the season on a game where we really had to shake up the roster quite a bit. Maybe this is what we should stick with moving forward. Great play there by Artie Burns, and one-on-one has gotten burned a couple times by Judy today. But he was not going to let that be the case for one more play. Instead, gets the big play, passing game, only 100 yards for us, about 160 rushing yards. We had a turnover with that last one to seal up the game. Feel like this might be the formula moving forward. And after that game, if you look over at our overalls, our defense jumps up to a 71. Don't know, I guess it just took a win and morale boost, I guess, and we're now a 71 overall defense. We have the bye week next week, and then next episode we will be taking on the New England Patriots. We finally found a formula that we think might work. And if you guys are big fans of Cone, I want to hear it down below. I think he's actually been the best quarterback we've had this series. He's been the most consistent. Not consistent, but the most consistent. So we'll see if that stays true moving forward. We're going to, I think, switch to a similar style of play that we had at the end of last season, where we had the rotation of quarterbacks going, rotation of running backs, and we're able to use all of that to help also get the receivers open. Justin Ross made a couple big grabs in this game that helped keep drives alive that ended up helping us win. So massive props to him for those 2 plays. We'll see if he could get a little bit more involved as we go along. With the change of how we're running the offense, we might see a little bit less of Manny Fox's deep routes, as well as a Alton Campbell, the tight end, getting downfield as well, but he did have a touchdown in this game, the first one of the game. So we'll still see those guys get some action, but we just have to run what works while still trying to help boost those guys overall and develop them as best we can. So make sure you guys stick around by hitting my bear icon in the bottom right to subscribe, or you can scroll down if that icon's not there to subscribe, but tick that bell icon so you're notified of when these videos go live. Commander's Replacement Squad series posted every Monday and Thursday, with the state-only challenge posted every Wednesday and Saturday. So 4 videos a week, 2 series currently going. If we, really grow this channel, that's always set to improve, have potentially a video a day. All depends on how much love you guys leave these videos and this channel. So until next time, where we'll be taking on the New England Patriots and try to continue on the success we saw today. We'll see you then. Bye.